Good morning, students. Let me welcome you all to my 12th video on the chapter solid state. Yes, in the 11th video, means in previous video, we discussed something about the stoichiometric defects, meaning of the stoichiometric defects, and different types of stoichiometric defects. Right? As you know, in the case of stoichiometric defects, they are the point defects which does not change the stoichiometry of an ionic crystal. That is what we call it as stoichiometric defects, or the point defects which do not alter the ratio of number of cations to anions in a given ionic crystal. That is called as, yes, it is stoichiometric, yes, it is defects. Stoichiometric defects are of four types, right? Stoichiometric defects are of four types. In the previous video, we discussed two types, that is vacancy defect and interstitial defect. And these two defects are found in the case of non-ionic solids, right? Now let us see the stoichiometric defect, that is third and fourth one, and both are found in the case of ionic solids, and that is what will be, yes, it is Schottky defect. Third one, it will be Schottky defect. This is one of these stoichiometric defects, right? One of these stoichiometric defects, right? As I said, this type of defect is found in the case of ionic solids. This type of defect is found in the case of ionic solids, right? Where constituent particles are cations and anions, right? And of course, as far as Schottky defect is concerned, right? This is what we call one of the vacancy defects. This is vacancy defect in ionic solids. This is vacancy defect in ionic solid. This is first point to be noted. Vacancy defect in ionic solids. That is, here also particles are missing from the crystal lattice. Here also particles are missing from the crystal lattice. The particle missing are ions, means cations and anions, right? The particles are missing from their lattice points, and that is what we call it as, this is vacancy defect in ionic solids, right? And here in the case of Schottky defect, equal number of cations and anions, equal number of cations and anions, equal number of cations and anions are missing from their lattice sites. Equal number of cations and anions are missing from their lattice sites, so that the electrical neutrality of ionic crystal is maintained. So that, let me repeat once again. Yes, Schottky defect is vacancy defect in ionic solids, vacancy defect in ionic solids, okay na, where equal number of cations and anions are missing from their lattice sites to maintain electrical neutrality of ionic solid. That is what we call it as Schottky defect. Yes, that is what we call it as Schottky defect. And in order to convince this particular aspect, let me have one diagram. That is, consider one lattice. That is one lattice in the case of, yes, it is ionic crystal. Yes, it is. Let me consider, yes, it is lattice of one of the ionic crystals. Okay, this is a lattice of one of the ionic crystals, right, where cations and anions are occupied, and cations and anions are present at the, yes, it is lattice sites. Cations and anions are present at the lattice sites. Okay now, so for example, if it is cation, it will be anion. If it is cation, it will be anion. And that is cation, next it is anion, and this is cation, anion, cation, and then it is anion, therefore it is cation, anion, cation, anion, then it is cation, then it is anion, it will be cation, anion, and it will be cation. Yes, this is one particular arrangement. Yes, just observe, in this particular case, yes, it is number of cations to anion ratio, right? The ratio of number of cations to anion. Yes, is ready? Number of cations will be 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. It will be, yes, it is 8 there. Number of cations will be 8 there. Yes. Number of anions will be, yes, it is 2 plus 2 plus 2. That is what we call it as 8 there. Just for convincing purpose, I selected one, yes, it is the lattice, okay now, where the number of ratio of number of cations to anions will be 8 is to, yes, 8 is to 8. Therefore, it is 1:1 ratio. This is 1:1 ratio. This is what we call it as stoichiometry of this ionic crystal. Yes, 1:1 is the stoichiometry of this particular ionic crystal. Yes, okay now, and due to some reason, say for example, yes, if one cation is missing from its lattice site, okay now, if one cation is missing from its lattice site, yes, then what happens, you know, number of positive charges will be decreased. Or you can say number of positive negative charges will be increased. Then in a crystal, there is an imbalance in number of positive charges and number of negative charges. So the number of positive charges will not be equal to number of negative charges, is it not? Therefore, in order to maintain the electrical neutrality, same number of anion will be missing. Yes. Therefore, what we say in the definition, that is equal number of cations and anions. Equal number of cations and anions are missing from their lattice sites. These are the lattice sites. Okay, na? Missing from their lattice sites in order to maintain electrical neutrality of the ionic crystal, and that is what we call it as Schottky defect. Yes. Now, after missing of cations and anions, number of cations will become 7, number of anions becomes 7. Yes. Earlier it was 8:8, now it will be 7:1. Even then, the stoichiometric ratio remains as 1:1. Therefore, what I said, this is Schottky defect is one of the stoichiometric defects, because the defect that does not alter stoichiometry of the crystal. Okay, now the defect that does not change stoichiometry of the crystal. Before that defect, the ratio was 1:1. After the defect, the ratio is 1:1. That's why the Schottky defect is called, what we call it as Schottky defect is called one of the stoichiometric defects, right? So, okay, as far as Schottky defect is concerned, this is one of the vacancy defect in ionic crystals, where equal number of cations and anions are missing from their lattice sites to maintain electrical neutrality of the ionic crystal, and that is what we call it as, yes, it is Schottky defect, right? Yes, you can write this particular diagram for understanding. Yes, it is this particular Schottky defect, and you show in this diagram, if one cation is missing, same number of anion. Okay, na? If two cations are missing, say for example, ಎರಡು cations miss ಆದರೆ, you can there should be two anions. That is equal number of cations and anions are missing from their lattice sites. Okay, na? And of course, due to the missing of particles from their lattice sites, if the particles are missing from their lattice sites, what happens? The mass of the unit cell decreases. If the particles are missing from their lattice sites, what happens? The mass of the unit cell decreases. Is it not? If the mass of the unit cell decreases, naturally density also decreases, right? So, yes, it is Schottky defect leads to the decreasing density of the solid. Yes, Schottky defect leads to the decreasing density of the solid. Yes, this is one of the consequences of, yes, it is Schottky defect. One of the consequences of Schottky defect. Schottky defect ಆಗೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಆ ionic crystalline density ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Okay na? It will be less than the expected value, and that is what we call it as Schottky defect. As the extent of Schottky defect increases, density goes on decreasing, and of course, due to the creation of holes in the crystal, what happens? That will directly affect on the mechanical strength and stability of the solid. That will directly affects on the mechanical strength and stability of the, yes, it is crystal. And these are the different effects as far as Schottky defect is concerned. Yes. Okay, na? Right? Hagadre, what kind of ionic crystals will show this particular defect? Okay, na? Athwa, under what conditions this defect takes place? Okay, other non ionic. So, all ionic crystals, they do not undergo Schottky defect. But there are some conditions under which Schottky defect takes place, right? We'll see that. Yes, conditions Schottky defect, that is the next one. Conditions for Schottky defect. Conditions for Schottky defect, yes. Under what conditions is Schottky defect results? Athava, what kind of ionic crystals will show this particular, yes, it is defect called Schottky defect? Yes. One of the conditions for the Schottky defect is ionic solid with a small difference in size of cation and anion. This is one of the conditions, right? In the case of ionic solids with a small difference in size of the cation and anion, and such type of ionic crystals will show that, what we call it as, yes, it is Schottky defect. What is the meaning of that? Small difference in size of the cation and anion. As you know, we have a regular idea, that is cations are relatively smaller than anions. Cations are relatively smaller than anions. So just imagine this is a cation, yes. Just imagine this is a cation, yes? This is cation, okay now? And it will be anion, yes? It will be anion. And cation is smaller than anion, right? Got it? Just imagine one more case. And cation is very, very small. Anion is this, right? Look at the difference here. In both the cases, cations are smaller than anions. Eradu casealli cation is smaller than anion. But here, there is a small difference in the size of the cation and anion, right? But here, there is a large difference in the size of the cation and anion. Is it not? Okay, na? Yes, because of that. Look at this. Number of anions, just observe that. Number of anions around this particular cation. Look at this. Yes. Number of anions around this particular, yes, it is cation. Look at this. Yes. In an ionic crystal, just observe cations are surrounded by anions. Here there is a small difference in size of the cation, is it not? There is a small difference in size of the cation and anion. And of course, here cation is surrounded by 6 particles. Cation is surrounded by 6 particles, that is called as coordinate. Cation is surrounded by 6 anions. Therefore, its coordination number is 6. So, coordination number is number of oppositely charged ions around a given ion. That is what we call it as coordination number. What we said, number of immediate neighbors around a given particle is called coordination number. In the case of this, where size, that is, there is a small difference in size of the cation and anion, where coordination number is 6. Look at this here. There is a large difference in size of the cation and anion. There is a large difference in size of the cation and anion. And what happens to the coordination number here? What happens to the coordination number here? Look at this. There is a large difference in size of the cation and anion. And therefore, the coordination number is 4 here. Okay, now? And look at this. Out of these two cases, coordination number is high here. Your coordination number is less. Therefore, the second condition for the Schottky effect is the ionic solids with a high coordination number. Ionic solids with high coordination number. Ionic solids with high coordination number will exhibit Schottky effect. That is, there is a high coordination number here because there is a small difference in size of the cation and anion, is it not? And such type of, yes it is ionic crystals where there is a small difference in size of the cation and anion, and the ionic solids with high coordination number will undergo what we call it as Schottky effect. What we call it as Schottky effect, is it not? And these are the two conditions for what we call it as Schottky effect. Yes, these are the two conditions for Schottky effect. Now at this moment, we'll go for the examples for the Schottky effect. Yes, it is examples for the ionic solids which will be showing, yes, it is Schottky effect. It will be sodium chloride, potassium bromide, potassium chloride and cesium chloride. These are the examples for the ionic compounds showing, yes, it is Schottky effect. And in all the cases, you will find there is a small difference in the size of the cation and anion, or I can say these ionic crystals are characterized by high coordination number. Therefore, they will show this particular Schottky effect. They will show this particular Schottky effect. Yes, so this is what we call it as Schottky effect. Now we'll say, yes, it is. I already said, one of the consequences of this particular Schottky effect is Schottky effect results in decreasing density of the solid. Yes. So these are the small things that you need to remember and you need to understand properly, so that you can answer the questions easily in the exams. Okay, na? So this is what we call it as the Schottky effect. Yes. Now I'll go for the fourth stoichiometric defect that is to be discussed. That is Frankel defect, and that is what we call it as Frankel defect. Yes. This is what we call it as Frankel defect. Yes. As far as Frankel defect is concerned, this is interstitial defect. It is interstitial defect in ionic solids. Once again, this is a property of ionic solids where the constituent particles are cations and anions. Second point to be remembered here is, in the case of, yes it is Frankel defect, yes it is, the cation will be dislocated. Cation will be dislocated from its, yes it is lattice site into the interstitial site. The Frankel defect is interstitial defect in ionic solids in which the cations will be dislocated. Cations will be dislocated from their lattice points into the interstitial site. You know, you will find in a given crystal lattice, the locations occupied by the particles are called as lattice points or lattice sites. And there are some vacancies. There are some vacancies, is it not? And those vacancies are covered by certain number of particles. We call them as voids, or you can say that interstitial sites anta ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಹೌದಾ? ಏನು ಆಕ್ಚುಯಲ್ ಲ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ ಸೈಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಏನು ವೇಕೆನ್ಸೀಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಕ್ರಿಸ್ಟಲ್ ಲ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಆ ವೇಕೆನ್ಸೀಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ? ಇಂಟರ್ಸ್ಟಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಸೈಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕಷನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಹೌದಾ? ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ in the case of Frankel defect, that is, it is an interstitial defect in ionic solids where cation is dislocated from its lattice site into the interstitial site. So that is what we call it as Frankel defect. Yes, and therefore this defect is also called as dislocation. Yes, it is dislocation defect, and this is also called as dislocation defect. Yes, that is cations dislocated from lattice site dislocated from lattice site to the interstitial site. I'll show you that interstitial site in the diagram, right? Interstitial site, and that is what we call it as I'll go for the one schematic picture of the lattice, right? One schematic picture of the lattice. And of course that is occupied by the cations and anions, right? This is one schematic picture of the lattice of the ionic crystal, yes. And these lattice points are occupied by cations and anions. These lattice points are occupied by cations and anions, right? So say for example, this is plus, minus, plus, minus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, minus, plus, minus, plus, right? So this is what we call it as, yes it is one ionic, yes it is lattice. This is one ionic lattice. Howda? Yes. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಗಮನಿಸಿ. These are the, yes it is one orderly arrangement of the constituent particles in ionic solid. Yes. And of course these are the locations occupied by the particles and they are called as lattice sites. Look at this interstitial site. This is vacant space. Okay, covered by certain number of particles. How this space is covered by certain number of particles, that is called as interstitial site. Okay, na? And due to some reasons, if one of the cation, yes, if the cation is dislocated from its actual site, from its lattice site into the, yes, it is into the, yes, interstitial site. If the cation is dislocated from its actual site into the interstitial site, and that results in what we call it as Frankel defect. That results in Frankel defect. Yes. Now and as far as Frankel defect is concerned, yes it is, that is cation to anion ratio before the defect. It is 8:8. ಹೌದಾ? ಇದು ನೋಡಿ ಕೌಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ, cations 8 ಇತ್ತು, anions 8 ಇತ್ತು. ಹೌದಾ? ಈಗ after the defect also there is a 8:8. Nothing will be removed, nothing will be added, is it not? Therefore stoichiometry remains same. The stoichiometry remains same. That's why we discuss this Frankel defect under stoichiometric defects, which does not alter, yes it is stoichiometry of ionic crystal. And of course we have not removed anything from the lattice, is it not? There will be no change in the, yes it is mass of the unit cell. Therefore yes it is density remains the same. Density remains same. In this particular defect, density remains same, or you can say this Frankel defect has no effect on density. It has no effect on density of ionic crystal. It has no effect on density of ionic crystal, and that is what we call it as Frankel defect. But observe here, due to the dislocation of cations from their lattice sites, due to this particular observation, look here, the particles with similar charge are to be closer and closer. Yes, particles with similar charges will become very very closer to each other. ಹೌದಾ? ಈ ರೀತಿ ಡಿಸ್ಲೊಕೇಶನ್ ಆಗೋದ್ರಿಂದ particles with similar charges will become very very closer to each other. Therefore, the dielectric constant of a solid increases. Therefore, dielectric constant of a solid increases. Dielectric constant of a solid increases, and that is, you studied that dielectric constant in second in physics, of course, and I don't go to the details of it. That is, dielectric constant of a solid increases due to this particular Frankel defect, and that is what we call it as Frankel defect, and it is interstitial defect in ionic solids. It is due to the dislocation of cation from its lattice side into the interstitial side. ನೀವು ಕೇಳೋದು ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಯಾಕೆ ಸರ್ ಬರೀ why do you talk about dislocation of cations only? Why there is a dislocation of cations only? This is because cations are smaller than anions. I may not be shown here. ನಾನು ಅದನ್ನ ಆ ಒಂದು ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಹೈಲೈಟ್ ಮಾಡದೇ ಇರಬಹುದನ್ನ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಸೈಜಸ್ ಒಂದೇ ತರ ಇದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ಆದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರೋ ವಿಚಾರ ನಿಮಗೆ ಒಂದು ತಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕು, ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ cations are always smaller than anions, and therefore interstitial sites can be occupied by cations only. They are small in size, they are small enough to occupy the interstitial sites, and these anions are very big in size, therefore they are unable to occupy interstitial sites, and therefore there is a dislocation of cations from their lattice sites into the interstitial sites. Okay na? Just like in the case of Schottky defect, here also there are certain conditions under which Schottky defect is observed. Okay na? So see that, what are the conditions for Frankel defect? Yes, what are the conditions for Frankel defect? That we'll see, right? Conditions for Frankel defect. Conditions for Frankel defect. One condition, yes it is, we'll go to that particular aspect directly. One condition, ionic solids with a large difference in size of cation and anion. Size of cation and anion. That is, ionic crystals with a large difference in size of cation and anion will undergo this particular defect called Frankel defect. I said cation is very small, anion is very very big. If there is a large difference in size of the cations and anions, ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? That is coordination number will be very very low. That is, ionic solids with low coordination number. Yes, ionic solids with low coordination number. ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದೆ ಅವಾಗಲೇ, if the size difference is very large, number of ions around a given cation will be less, coordination number decreases. ಹೌದಾ? ಹಾಗಾಗಿ if there is a large difference in size of the cation and anion, naturally coordination number will be low, and such type of ionic crystals which will show these two properties will undergo what we call it as Frankel defect. Yes, example for the ionic compounds with Frankel defects would be AgCl, Agi, and of course Zn. Yes, these are the examples for, yes it is, the compounds, ionic compounds which will be undergoing what we call it as Frankel defect. Here you just observe silver cation and Zn plus 2 ions are very very small. They are very very small cations, and therefore they can occupy the interstitial sites of the crystal lattice, and that is what we call it as, because of that they will exhibit what they will undergo. Yes, it is Frankel defect. Yes, and of course here I can give one example, and that would be silver bromide. You just note it properly, right? This is one such yes it is solid, one such ionic solid which will satisfy the conditions of Schottky defect as well as Frankel defect. Because of that, this will undergo Frankel defect as well as Schottky defect. You may expect one question like give an example for the compound showing Schottky defect as well as, yes it is, Frankel defect, and that will be silver bromide. That will be silver bromide, and therefore this compound can be given as an example for both yes it is Schottky defect and Frankel defect. Is that clear? So this is what we call conditions for, yes it is, Frankel defect, right? Now this moment we'll have a short note over the differences between Schottky defect and Frankel defect. Short agi, brief agi differences are note, right? So that is very important for the annual examination. Differentiate Frankel defect and Schottky defect for 2 marks. Yes, we'll see one by one, right? Schottky defect, here it is vacancy defect in ionic solids. This is first point. Vacancy defect in ionic solids, right? Here it is interstitial defect. Interstitial defect in ionic solids. Interstitial defects in ionic solids. This is first point that we already discussed. Second one is, right? And this will be shown by the compounds with small difference in, yes, it is size of cation and anion. It will be shown by ionic crystals with small difference in size of the cation and anion. Here it will be shown by ionic compounds with a large difference in, yes, it is size of cation and anion. Size of cation and anion. This is second difference. Third one is, yes, because of this, these are characterized by high coordination number. Yes, this will be shown by ionic solids with high coordination number. Here it will be shown by ionic compounds with a low coordination number. Yes, that we also discussed. The fourth point here is Schottky defect results in, yes, decrease in density. Decrease in density of solid. Here it is, yes, it is density remains same. That is, has no effect on density. No effect on density of crystal. Density of ionic crystal has no effect on density of ionic crystal. And this is what we call it as differences between Schottky defect and Frankel defect. So you just note it down, and this is enough as far as differences between Schottky defect and Frankel defects are concerned for 2 marks. So that is what we call it as differences between Schottky defect and Frankel defect. Is it not? That's all for now. We'll see that is non-stoichiometric defects. Non-stoichiometric defects. Non-stoichiometric defects are the point defects which will be disturbing the stoichiometry of ionic crystal. The point defects which disturb the stoichiometry of the ionic crystal, they are called as defects. Okay, na? Or I can say the point defects which will change the ratio of number of cations to anion in ionic crystals, and that is called as non-stoichiometric defect. Is it not? Yes. And this non-stoichiometric defect will be of two types. One, it will be metal excess defect. One, it will be metal excess defect. Second, it will be metal deficiency defect. Metal excess defect. Another is metal deficiency defect. Yes. In both the cases, the stoichiometry of the ionic crystal will be affected. Stoichiometry of the ionic crystal will be changed. That I am going to show you that. How can I say that? These two defects are going to change the stoichiometry of the, yes, it is ionic crystal. How these two defects are going to change the ratio of number of cations to anions in ionic crystal, right? As far as metal excess defect is concerned, look at this. This defect can be brought about by increasing number of metal ions in ionic crystal. This defect can be brought about by increasing number of metal ions. Increasing number of metal means increasing number of metal ions. Okay, na? Hagagi, metal excess defect can be brought about by increasing number of metal ions in ionic crystal. Whereas here, metal deficiency defect can be brought about. Yes, metal deficiency defect can be brought about by decreasing number of metal ions in ionic crystal. Illi number of metal ions ana ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ number of metal ions ana ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ by certain means, by certain conditions, by applying certain procedures. By applying certain procedures, we are going to increase the number of cations in ionic crystal, that is metal excess defect. Here we are going to decrease the number of metal ions in ionic crystal, that is metal deficiency defect. And this metal excess defect can be brought about by two ways. Metal excess defect due to anionic vacancies. Metal excess defect due to anionic vacancies, right? Second one is metal excess defect due to extra cation. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಗಮನಿಸಬೇಕು ನೀವು, ಓಕೆನಾ? ಇಲ್ಲೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು ಅಂದ್ರೆ we are going to increase the number of metal ions in an ionic crystal. How do you increase the number of metal ions? By decreasing number of negative ions. Now, by decreasing number of anions. Metal ions are positive ions. Metal ions are cations. Howda? Number of metal ions can be increased by decreasing number of anions. By decreasing number of anions. That is metal excess defect due to anionic vacancies. Means and this particular defect can be introduced by removing anions from the lattice. When anions are removed from the lattice, anionic vacancies are created. When anionic vacancies are created, number of anions are decreased. Means number of metal ions will be increased. Metal ions are cations. Say for example, in this particular ionic crystal, M plus and X minus and equally, there are 100 cations and 100 anions and equally. Okay, now that is ratio of the ions will be 1:1. Yes. Okay, now what I will do here, due to anionic vacancies, number of anions become 95. 100 is 95 because now there are 5 anions will be missing from the lattice due to certain conditions, right? Again, number of anions will be decreased. If the number of anions are decreased, number of cations will be increased. That means number of metal ions will be more compared to the number of anions. That is metal excess defect, where number of metal ions will be increased by decreasing number of anions, right? Look at this. Metal excess defect due to extra cation. You can also increase the number of metal ions by adding extra cations. To the ionic crystal, if I add 5 extra cations, 5 extra metal ions are cations. If I add extra cations, so if I add extra metal ions, then also number of cations will be increased. Then also number of metal ions will be increased. And of course, number of anions will be 100, number of cations will be 105. Nodi, you just observe these two cases. ಎರಡು ಕೇಸನ್ನು ನೋಡಿ, ಎರಡು ಕೇಸಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಕಾಮನ್ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವೇಷನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, in both the cases number of metal ions are increased, number of cations are increased. Number of metal ions are increased by decreasing number of anions. Number of metal ions are increased by adding extra cations. And these are the two ways with which metal excess defect can be brought about. Yes. Let's see that metal excess defect due to anionic vacancies by taking this particular example. This is the crystal lattice of sodium chloride. Yes. This is crystal lattice of sodium chloride. Yes. Contains Cl minus ions, Na plus ions, Cl minus ions, Na plus ions at alternate positions. Every Na plus is surrounded by certain anions. Every Cl minus is surrounded by certain Na plus ions. That is what we call it as crystal lattice of sodium chloride. Just for convincing this particular discussion, that is metal excess defects due to anionic vacancies. For convincing purpose, I have selected this particular lattice of sodium chloride. Okay, now yes, and this is not the exact model of this sodium chloride lattice. Okay, now this is sodium chloride. Okay, containing Na plus ions and Cl minus ions. Okay, now right, and of course when this sodium chloride is heated, in an atmosphere of sodium metal vapors. Yes, when sodium chloride is heated in an atmosphere of, yes, it is sodium metal vapors. In an atmosphere of sodium metal vapors, this sodium chloride is heated. Yes, here it is sodium atoms in the vapors of sodium, in the vapors of sodium. Yes, upon heating the sodium chloride in presence of sodium metal vapors, what happens? Sodium atoms in the vapors. Sodium atoms, that is sodium atoms in the vapors will be ionized to form Na plus and electron. Yes, this is ionization of sodium atoms present in the vapors of sodium metal. Yes, okay, now, and once these Na plus ions are produced, yes, these Na plus ions are attracting, yes, it is Cl minus ions from the lattice. These Na plus ions are attracting Cl minus ions from the lattice. Okay, now I am showing one Na plus here, but there are many sodium ions Okay, now they are attracting. Yes, it is Cl minus ion. Say for example, if Na plus ion, one Na plus ion is attracting Cl minus ion from the, yes, it is lattice, then you are going to get sodium chloride. Yes, this Cl minus, say for example, this Cl minus, that is bigger anion, is attracted by the, what we call it as, yes, it is sodium ions there. And look at this, due to the, yes, it is due to this, there is a missing of Cl minus ions from the lattice, right? Cl minus ions will be missing from the lattice points and they are attracted by the Na plus ions, and of course what we call it as sodium chloride is produced, and of course that results in decrease in number of, yes, it is anions. That results in decrease in number of anions. Enagutte total number of anions enagutte kadame agutte, and naturally there will be difference in total number of positive charges and negative charges. Now look at this, number of negative charges decreased, number of positive charges increased. And thereby, in order to maintain that electrical neutrality of the crystal, what happened, yes, it is this, yes, it is anionic vacancy is occupied by the electrons. In order to maintain electrical neutrality of the crystal, these vacancies, the vacancies created by the missing of anions will be occupied by the electron. Yes, it is, and that is what we call electron will occupy this particular position. Yes, in order to maintain the electrical neutrality, and that creates what we call it as one center, what we call it as F center, we call it as. That results in the creation of F center. So F center is created due to the, yes, it is F center is created when electron is trapped, okay, by the vacancies, anionic vacancies in the crystal lattice, and that is what we call it as F centers. F centers are the vacant sites occupied by the free electrons, vacant sites occupied by the unpaired electrons, and that is what we call it as F centers. F centers are also called as color centers. Yes, it is because the creation of F center imparts certain color to the crystal, and therefore F centers are responsible for the color to the crystal. And as far as sodium chloride is concerned, when sodium chloride is heated in an atmosphere of sodium metal vapors, sodium chloride acquires yellow color. And that is what we call it as the consequence of this. Yes, it is the metal excess defect due to the anionic vacancies. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ನಾನೀಗ ಒಂದು ಮಾತು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ ನಿಮಗೆ, ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ this defect leads to what we call it as change in the stoichiometry of a crystal ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹೌದಾ? Stoichiometry of ionic crystal will be changed due to this particular defect ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹೌದಾ? Let me, yes, it is convince that particular aspect. Yes, this Na plus ions and Cl minus ions ಅಂತ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಓಕೆನಾ? And before that, yes, it is defect. How many Na plus ions were there? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. There were 15 Na plus ions. In this particular lattice, there were 15 Na plus ions. How many Cl minus were there? 3, 6, yes, it is 9, yes, it is 12, and it is 15. Before that, yes, it is the defect is introduced. Okay, na? And they are in the ratio of 1:1. Therefore, the formula of sodium chloride was Na1Cl1. Yes, this is before the defect takes place, right? Once the defect is introduced, look at that. Once the defect is introduced, right? What happens to that ratio? How many Na plus ions were there? There was 15. No change in the number of Na plus ions because we have not disturbed number of Na plus ions. But there is a change in the number of Cl minus ions, which will be 14 there. Yes, ಏನಾಗಿದೆ? Number of Na plus ions 15 ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದು 15 ಇದೆ, but 15 ಇದೇನಾಗಿದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ? Yes, it is 14 ಆಗಿದೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ number of anions will be decreased. That means anionic vacancies are created, and thereby the 1:1 ratio will be changed here, is it not? 1:1 ratio will be changed. Therefore, now the formula is Na1Cl, 1 minus something that is missing, 1 minus Cl minus 1 minus X it is. Then it is 15 minus 14 that is 1 minus, yes, it is something that is X. Say for example, ಈ ರೀತಿ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು. Na1Cl 0. Yes, it is 98. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ರೇಷಿಯೋ ಎಷ್ಟಾಗ್ಬೋದು? 0.98 ಆಗ್ಬೋದು. ಅಂದಾಗ this 0.98 is nothing but 1 minus X. That means stoichiometry of sodium chloride is changed. Stoichiometry of sodium chloride is changed due to Yes, it is metal excess defect due to anionic vacancies, and that is what we call it as non-stoichiometric defect. It is. Agboda? Yes, and of course, as I said, and due to the creation of unpaired, F centers, yes, it is the color will be imparted to the sodium chloride. Why that color is imparted? Because when this sodium chloride is exposed to sunlight, yes, free electrons, these free electrons, right? When this sodium chloride is exposed to sunlight, these free electrons, it is the free electron in the ground state. When white light falls in the sodium chloride, this electron undergoes excitation. This electron undergoes excitation by absorbing white light. Yes, this is excited state, right? Okay, now by absorbing certain white light, yes, it is electron will be excited from ground state to the excited state. Okay, now, but this is unstable during de-excitation. What happens now? Certain radiation of certain wavelength is emitted. This wavelength of the emitted radiation corresponds to the yellow color. The wavelength of the emitted radiation corresponds to the yellow color. Therefore, sodium chloride gets yellow color, and that is what we call it as F center, is it not? And of course, due to the presence of this unpaired electron, paramagnetic property of sodium chloride increases. The presence of unpaired electron is a main cause for the paramagnetic property. The paramagnetic substances are those substances which will be attracted by the magnetic field. That particular aspect will be discussed later in the same chapter in the next videos. Okay, na? So this is what we call it as F centers. Agboda? Yes. And of course, as the number of F centers increases, intensity of color increases. Color intensity increases. As the number of F centers increases, color intensity of solid increases. Okay, na? And of course, as I said, when sodium chloride, yes, it is heated in an atmosphere of sodium metal vapors, when sodium chloride becomes yellow ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಹೌದಾ? ಹಾಗೇನೆ when lithium chloride is heated in an atmosphere of lithium metal vapors, it will get pink color. Similarly, when potassium chloride is heated in an atmosphere of potassium vapors, it will get violet color. Yes, these are the consequences of, yes, it is F centers. You can expect these type of questions in the competitive exams. And of course, apart from that, you may expect question like this. When sodium chloride containing excess sodium metal will have a yellow color. Lithium chloride containing excess lithium will have a pink color. So potassium chloride containing excess potassium will have a violet color, because when yes, it is excess cations are there, and of course there will be free electrons will be occupying, yes, it is the vacant sites, and those free electrons are responsible for the color of the crystal, or you can say paramagnetic property of a crystal. And that's all about, yes, it is metal excess defect due to anionic vacancies. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತು ಅನ್ಕೋತೀನಿ. ಓಕೆನಾ? One of the non-stoichiometric defects. ಓಕೆನಾ? In the next video we'll see metal excess defect due to, yes, it is extra cation. Metal excess defect due to extra cations, and then it is impurity defects. ಆಗ್ಬೋದಾ? That's all for now. We'll see in the next video, right? Thank you.